characters in Ramayana. This is the topic for these 2 days. We all know the three queens of Ramayana: Kausalya, Kaikeyi, and Sumitra. Mother Sumitra is the third queen of Dasharata and the most important one also among the three. We see how Kausalya laments when Rama is going to get exiled. But at the same time, surprisingly, Sumitra maintains her equipoise. She is balanced, and her way of responding is totally different. As soon as Kausalya listens to the news of Rama's exile, Kausalya faints and then laments. But regarding Sumitra, while Lakshmana is about to leave, while Lakshmana falls at the feet of his mother Sumitra, there is not even a single statement, "Oh Lakshmana, why are you going to forest? How can he live without you?" We don't see all these kinds of laments regarding Sumitra. Sumitra says to Lakshmana, "My dear Lakshmana, Ramam Dasaratham vidhi, mam vidhi janakatmajam, Ayodhyam atavim vidhi gacchata yatha sukham." Ramam Dasaratham vidhi. Understand Rama as Dasharatha and Sita as me, Mam Vidhi Janakatmacham. And the forest which you are going to adore as Ayodhya, may you go wherever you wish. Gachatata yata sukham. This is the shloka. Understand Rama as Dasharatha means understand Rama as your father. And that is a tone. Now you are taking leave of your father and mother. Don't miss your parents in forest. May your concentration, may your focus is on Rama. This is revealing. This shows the selflessness of Sumitra. Such a kind of affection or devotion which Sumitra has towards Ramachandra. Ramachandra is, how can we tell? He is a stepson. Can we tell him a stepson of Sumitra? Not even her own son. Regarding her stepson, Sumitra tells like this: Ramam Dasaratham vidhi. Here is my own son who gets deeply attached to his father, King Dasharatha. But give up your father for next 14 years and go with my stepson Rama. That is the kind of advice Sumitra gives to Lakshmana. She doesn't stop here. Further, she continues. Sita is a stepdaughter-in-law of Sumitra. Even regarding a real daughter-in-law, such kind of word a mother-in-law will not tell. But Sumitra says, Mam Vidhi Janakatmajam. Understand Sita as Sumitra, which means for all these 14 years, see Sumitra and Sita, don't miss me. In the forest, don't miss me. Don't forget me. Just forget me. And pay your homage to Sita Devi. Adore Sita Devi as your mother. What kind of mind Sumitra has to tell that? This is a kind of sacrifice which we see with Sumitra Devi, Sumitra. Not only that, another statement here, Srishtastam Vanavasaya. My dear Lakshmana, you are created, you are born to serve Rama, or you are born for this forest life, which means you are born to serve Rama. A very great Upadesha which Sumitra gives to Lakshmana. In fact, this we all should take. Rama Bhaktas have to take this Upadesha from Sumitra. Rame pramadam ma karshihi means don't be lazy with the services of Rama, devotional services to Rama. This is very, very important point from bhakti point of view. This is because gradually, due to our laziness, we may give up one by one several of our spiritual sadhanas in whatever field of sadhana. Bhagavatam says, Aharaha tatposhane palane preenane lalananudhyanena saha yavaha atmaniyamaha purushapariyachariyaadayaha ekaikasaha tadaharganena sarva evodavasanna. Bharata Yogeshwara was growing a deer, and that deer became dear to Bharata Yogeshwara. And he developed a very strong attachment to that deer. Growing a deer is not wrong, but developing a very strong attachment to that deer, getting bound to the affection of deer, started to corrupt him. What kind of corruption? He had a very great mastery over his senses, mind, and intelligence. For several years, he has practiced yoga. And such a kind of great soul, when he got bound to this deer, nowadays, when he is sitting in meditation, deer comes and plays with him. Deer disturbs. Therefore, he couldn't sit in meditation. He couldn't chant the mantra. Okay, I can't do japa. Tomorrow I will do it. I have to do Sahasra Vritti. 1008 times Gayatri mantra. Tomorrow I will do. I will add it. Probably tomorrow 2000 I will do. In this way, he is postponing his sadhana, spiritual sadhana. And after 4 days, while he is sitting in meditation, fortunately, today, the deer doesn't come and disturb. Then also, Bharata Yogeshwara is disturbed. What happened to my deer? Oh, my deer. Where are you? Probably tiger must have taken and eaten my deer. He got disturbed. So in this way, deer has become a very great hindrance to the spiritual sadhana, and gradually he gave up All the spiritual practices, this is called as pramada, not Tamil pramada. This is Sanskrit pramada. Pramada is a Sanskrit word taken to Tamil but with a wrong meaning. In Sanskrita, pramada means laziness and getting cheated through laziness. It's not that someone comes and cheats us. Through our own laziness, if we get cheated, it is called as pramada in pramadaha in Sanskrit. But in Tamil, pramadam means wonderful, amazing, wonderful. Okay, leave it. Now, let us come to the point. Rame pramadam makarshihi means whatever spiritual practices we have that associate us with Rama, whatever devotional services we are doing to Sri Ramachandra, maybe Ramachandra's puja, Ramachandra's seva, Ramayana Parayanam, reciting the mantra of Rama, Ramanama Japa, whatever we have, if we postpone due to laziness, gradually it will be totally postponed and it will be postponed forever. Okay, one by one, all those spiritual and devotional services will go away from our mind. This sutra, I call it as a sutra, is for all of us. Sumitra Sutra, Rame Pramadam Ma Karshihi. If we become lazy with our Ramachandra, gradually we will go very far away from Ramachandra. Probably today's satsanga at 3 o'clock, very awkward time. It is an afternoon. Okay, the satsang is for 2 days, therefore tomorrow we will go. Because to go to satsanga, we have to take a car, pick up a car, and by the car we have to come to the temple. Okay, today I feel sleepy. Tomorrow I shall go. In this way, satsangas can be postponed. And due course of time, we will miss everything altogether. We will go very far away. So that the sutra of Sumitra can be taken not only for Lakshmana, for all of us. Rame pramadam makarshihi. When a disciple is postponing the satsanga like this, or any spiritual sadhana like this, Guru is vigilant in Shishya's life, in that disciple's life, and Guru makes the disciple vigilant. This is taken to be one of the Lakshanas of Guru by Vedanta Deshika, a very great Sri Vaishnavite, Acharya, Vedanta Deshika. He talks about various Acharya Lakshanas. Among those Acharya Lakshanas, one is Skalitye Shasitaram. Acharya or Guru is the one who makes the disciple vigilant when the disciple is about to fall. Skalitya means skalanam. When the disciple is about to fall, Acharya stands there and makes the Shishya to be vigilant. That is the work of Acharya. Shishya may not know whether I am falling or not. Acharya knows a lot about Shishya, therefore Acharya stands there. Coming back to the point, this is what Sumitra does here. Rame pramadam ma karshihi. Don't be lazy with Rama. Such wonderful advice Sumitra gives. Sumitra behaves here as an Acharya. To her own son, Lakshmana, of course, mother has to be the first guru. This is how we are introduced to the mother Sumitra in Ramayana. In this chapter, we understand Sumitra is not an ordinary kind of character. And later, where Sumitra comes. Dasharatha fainted. Rama went to forest with Sita and Lakshmana. Dasharatha was brought to Kausalya's palace by the ministers. The fainted Dasharatha woke up. The fainted Dasharatha started to cry. Ramam me anugata drishtihi adhyapi na nivartate natvam pashyami kausalye sadhumam panina spruse. My dear Kausalya, the whole palace is filled with darkness without Rama. Why can't you light a lamp? Kausalya says the whole of the palace is filled with lamps. You are not seeing that? Oh, my eye has gone with Rama. Ramam me anugata drishtihi. Even now, my eye is, my sight, not even eye. My sight is not returning. Adhyapi na nivartate ge ge ge. Here the commentator is excellent. Commentator Krishna Suri. In Tamil we call as Periyavachan Pillai. The commentator says normally in the day-to-day life, the sense grasps the form. Sense here is sight. Sight grasps the form normally, but here the form of Rama has grasped the eyesight. Ramam me anugata drishtihi. Therefore, I couldn't see you, my Kausalya. You touch me. Sadhumam panina spruse. By your touch, I feel the touch of my Rama. The hand which lulled Ram Lalla, may you lull me with the same hand. Dasharatha cries in this way. On hearing this, Kausalya also starts to cry. Kausalya is great. Kausalya is motherly. And Kausalya leads a very disciplined life. For your information, she is a yoga practitioner. She meditates, she does pranayama, and she performs puja. All these things are coming in Valmiki Ramayana. Such great soul. All these things are fine. Yet, in her lament, she appears always, I am sorry to tell this, as an ordinary person. Better to tell a normal person. She is a normal lady. Any normal lady, if son goes far away, will cry. Especially son goes to forest. Son is suffering. On seeing the suffering son, any normal lady will cry. What is wrong in it? Nothing wrong in it. And this lament also is very normal. She not only cries for Rama, she also cries lamenting about herself. While Rama is going away, Kausalya's lament runs in this way. How can I manage without you? I will be orphaned without you. Who will take care of me without you? These kinds of words are coming. It is not wrong. Always don't think Ramayana is filled with more and more sannyasins. There is not even a single sannyasin character in Ramayana except Ravana coming in the form of a sannyasin. Please understand, Ramayana is a samsaric kavya. It depicts the samsara, it depicts the normal people. Normal lament you can see with Kausalya. But Sumitra is a sannyasini in her householder life itself. This is really amazing, interesting. In fact, she is only a third queen, the last queen, but not the least. Best among the three, and a minor character in the epic. Well, Kausalya is lamenting because Kausalya's, frankly speaking, Kausalya's lament. Of course, I have a lot of respect to Mother Kausalya. That's a different thing. Here, Kausalya's lament is featured with ignorance too. What is the ignorance? When she is lamenting, she says, Charan Baiksham Grihe Vasan. Oh, my son has gone to the forest. He could have stayed here itself in Ayodhya. He need not rule the kingdom. He could have been a mendicant in the same street. He could have begged. At least I will have an opportunity to see him every day. In spite of going to the forest, he may not rule. In spite of going to the forest, he could have made a hut here. He could have lived, and every day, if he is coming for begging, I will see him, or I will also go and stay in the hut of Rama. These kinds of laments we see with Kausalya. I don't know whether she understands Rama or not. Whether she understands the depth of Rama or not. How can she cry like this? Will Rama stay in Ayodhya as a beggar? Even a very ordinary person who reads Ramayana, who becomes familiar with Ramayana, can know the depth of, to some extent, can know the depth of Rama. Is how can he beg in the street of Ayodhya? What kind of lament it is? Next, but Sumitra is hearing all this, and of course, all these things are normal cry. Normal human beings cry like this, lament like this, but Sumitra, after listening to all these things, says to Mother Kausalya. Here she Anna says, this is not only an advice to Sumitra, but also, sorry, it is not only an advice to Kausalya, but also the advice to Dasharata himself. Sumitra is deeply devoted. She doesn't advise to Dasharata directly. In the name of consoling and advising Kausalya, she advises Dasharata himself. A whole chapter, a long chapter is dedicated to Sumitra here, Sumitra's counseling. How it starts? शिष्टैः आचरिते सम्यक् शश्वत् प्रेत्य फलोदये रामः धर्मे स्थितः श्रेष्ठः न स सोच्यः कदाचन. Before coming to this shloka, let me refer to other shlokas. The most famous shlokas of this chapter. Suryasyapi bhavet suryaha hyagnehe agnihi prabho prabhu sriyasrischa bhavet agriyaga kirti kirtyaha kshama kshama daivatam daivatanam che भूतानां भूतसत्तमः तस्य केह्य गुणा देवी राष्ट्रे वा अप्यथवा पुरे. Sumitra says to Kausalya, my dear mother, Rama is not an ordinary person. Rama is the son of the sun. Suryasyapi bhavet suryaha. Fire of fire, Agner Agnihi, Prabhu of Prabhu, Lord of Lord.
And he is Lakshmi of Lakshmi, Sriya Srischa Bhavet Agriya. And he is Kirti of Kirti, glory of Yashaso Yasosi, Ekagri Gandam. Okay. He is glory of glory. Kirti Kirtyaha. Such great person, Sri Ramachandra. Daivatam Daivatanam cha. He is God of gods. Daivatam Daivatanam cha. Bhutanam Bhuta Sattamaha. He is the Mahabhuta of Panchabhutas. This is what Sumitra says. And while we read these shlokas, we can really take these shlokas as the attributes or attribution. Does it come as attribution? Attributes of Paramatman, of Parabrahman. We can take in that way. Nothing wrong in taking these two shlokas as the attributes of Paramatman or Parabrahman or Narayana or Vishnu. Since Ramachandra is the incarnation of Narayana or Paramatma or Parabrahman, these shlokas are apt for Sri Ramachandra. That's absolutely fine. And the theological commentators take in that way only. Fine. You can take, we can take in that way, but when you go through the whole of the chapter, it has another tone. We need to respect the tone of the author too. It has another tone. These slokas are not just to show that since Rama is Paramatman, he cannot be affected by sun or fire. He is a son of sun. He is fire of fire. You go through the whole of chapter. How the chapter starts? Shishtairacharite samyak saswat pretyapalodaye Ramo dharme stitaha sreshtaha anasasocyaha kadachane. Rama is in the right course, treaded by the shishtas, treaded by the noble souls. Because of this, Rama is the best person in the world. He is in the dharmic path. Ramaha dharmye stitaha sreshtaha. Therefore, don't worry about him. Nasasotyaha kadachane. This is how it starts. Next sloka. Adana. Vartate vartate chottamam vrittim Lakshmanosmin sadanagaha दयावान सर्वभूतेषु लाभस्तस्ये महात्मनः अरण्यवासे यद्दुःखं जानति वै सुखोचिता अनुगच्छति वैदेही धर्मात्मानं तव आत्मजम्. Lakshmana's devotion to Rama is intense. Uttamam vrittim vartate. Lakshmanaha anagaha. Lakshmana has the best understanding of Rama. Uttamam vrittim vartate Lakshmanaha anagaha. And you know the virtue of Lakshmana. Dayavan sarvabhuteshu. Lakshmana is compassionate to all beings in the world. Lakshmana is the aspirer of universal welfare. Okay, so what? One who is aspirer of universal welfare also will be interested to take care of your son Rama. This is not the meaning. This is not the meaning. What is the meaning of the statement? He is the aspirer of universal welfare. He is compassionate to all beings in the world. Why should it come here? since he is compassionate to all beings in the world, he is taking care of Ramachandra, who can take care of all beings in the world. That is the tone of the sloka. Either we have to serve aspiring the universal welfare, or we have to serve the one who serves aspiring the universal welfare. These are the two options. The same thing is echoed in Sundarakanda. Hanuman is talking about it. I don't want to go into it. It will take time. Hanuman says the same thing. Let me console Sita Devi. Why to console her? Sarvasattva dayavataha. There is only one person in the world who truly, really lives only for universal welfare. That is none other than Rama. And there is only one person who truly, really lives for the welfare of that Rama. That is the Sita. So I need to console her, so that Rama will be safe, so that the whole of universe will be safe. Such a kind of link Hanuman is bringing in Sundarakanda. That's extraordinary. That is what is hinted here. Labhaha tasya mahatmanaha. Why Lakshmana is devoted to Rama? Not because of some other thing. Oh, I am devoted to Rama, therefore I will be benefited, I will get some money, I will get some promotion. Not like that. Lakshmana's devotion is firm. Lakshmana is intensely devoted to Rama. This is just because Rama always works hard for the universal welfare. That is the only reason for which Lakshmana is working for Rama. It is clearly mentioned also in Ramayana, Gunaihi dasyamupagataha. Aham asya avaro bhrata Gunaihi dasyamupagataha. I am the younger brother of Rama, but through his tall virtues I have become his servant. Lakshmana introduces himself like this. Sita also has gone with Rama. And she knows, she is highly matured. She knows very well about the troubles and the limitations of forest life. Aranyavase yaddukam janati vai sukochita. But she has gone with Rama, and these two, labhastasya mahatmanaha. Lakshmana and Sita are very great labh for Rama. Very great benefit. Because human resource is the greatest wealth. And he may not have Ayodhya now, he may not have the wealth and the riches found in Kausalya kingdom, but nothing can match Lakshmana and Sita. They are with him to take care of him. In Kishkinda Kanda, Sugriva is described like that. Sugriva lost everything. His kingdom, his wife, his house, his wealth, everything he lost. But Sugriva is benefited because he is there. Hanumanji is there with Sugriva. That is the greatest human resource which Sugriva had. Bali had everything except Hanumanji. Labhastasya mahatmanaha. Next. Kirti bhutam patakam yaha loke brahmayati prabhu dharma satya vrata dhanaha kimna praptaha tavatmajaha. Rama's flag of glory, or flag of Rama's glory, is everywhere in the world. And his wealth is not just dollar or rupiah or dinar. Dharma, Satya, Vrata, Dhanaha. His wealth is Dharma, Satya, and Vrata. That kind of wealth Rama has. Therefore, don't think that Rama is very poor. No, no, I'm not thinking that way. I'm just crying because he may be affected by some cyclone in the forest, or he may be scorched by the sunlight. Don't think like that. While he is sleeping at night, Soma Devata, the waxing moon, will lull him. Vyaktam Ramasya Vijnaya Saucham Mahatmyam Arjavam Rasmibihi Samsprusan Shitaihi Chandrama Ahladayishyati. What is that? Sevishyati Sukhonilaha. Shayana Managam Ratrau Piteva Abhiparishwajan Sevishyati Sukhonilaha. Why moon has to lull in that way? Sumitra could have told, don't you know? Because he is Bhagavan. Therefore, moon will lull like that. Tone doesn't appear to be like that. We can take in that way. Definitely we can take in that way. Rama is Bhagavan, no doubt. We can take in that way. But you see the tone. Vyaktam Ramasya Vijnaya Saucham Mahatmyam Uttamam. Recognizing Rama's grandeur, Mahatmyam, Saucham, purity, and Arjavam, truthfulness, the Vayu Devata and Soma Devata show love towards Rama. This is what Sumitra says. Vayu Devata, the breeze, the slow and soft breeze comes and hugs Rama. The waxing moon through its rays hugs Rama like a father. Piteva Abhiparishwajan Chandrama Samsprusan Rasmibihi Sitaihi Chandrama Hladayishyati. So all these things, moon will be hugging, air will be hugging, the whole nature will be friendly to Rama. Whatever spots he goes, all those things will become punyatirthas, sacred spots, punyakshetras. In Mahasankalpa, these Andhra people, they say, having like this, Sri Rama Kshetre. We all say Bharata Deshe, Bharata Kande. All these things is common in Bharata Desha, in Bharata Kanda. But Telugu people add one more word, Sri Rama Kshetre. In Rama Kshetra. Which Rama Kshetra? Where is Rama Kshetra? I am not standing here in Bhadrachalam or Madurantakam. I am standing somewhere else. But wherever you stand, you make a sankalpa, Sri Rama Kshetra. This is Andhra style. Why? Because from Kausalya to Lanka, all these places have become sacred spots, Sri Rama Kshetra, due to Rama's walk, Rama's journey. Wherever your son goes, all those places will become sacred spots. And wherever he will have a dip. All those tirthas will become punyatirthas. Sumitra says. Again, Sumitra associates this with dharma and the character of this gentleman. That's the beauty here in this chapter. And the same Rama is going to come soon. Just in 14 years, he will come. Shirasa charana vetau Vandamanam aninditege Punardrakshasi kalyani putram chandramivoditam. When he is bowing down to your feet, you will be shedding tears of joy upon his head, like the autumnal clouds are shedding some dewdrops upon the mountain. Megaraji rivachalam. Therefore, enough of grief. Those days are ahead. Soon 14 years will go away, and Sri Rama will certainly come with Sita and Lakshmana and prostrate before you. This is how Sumitra counsels Kausalya Mata and Dasharata. Vakyopachare kushala anavadyaya. She is the expert in counseling, Valmiki says. Nisamyatat Lakshmana Matruvakyam Ramasya Matuhu Naradeva Patnyaga. Hearing the words of the mother of Lakshmana, Rama's mother sheds her misery. This is how the chapter ends. So these are all few chapters which deal with Sumitra. Sumitra is a minor character, but with a very great importance in the epic. Few more chapters are there, but now with this, let me conclude Sumitra. And now Vaidehi will be talking on Anasuya, the next minor character in Ramayana, Anasuya.
So till now we were seeing about the most ideal mother of Ramayana, that is Sumitra, who instructs her own son to go behind Rama, Rame Pramadam Ma Karshi. Next, we will see about another person whom Rama considers as his mother and Sita considers as her mother-in-law. So this is Anasuya Mata. She comes in Ayodhya Kandam, last of Ayodhya Kandam, that is 117th Sarga to 119th Sarga, that is only 3 Sargams. Here, Rama, Lakshmana and Sita come all the way from Chitrakuta to Atri's ashrama. They prostrate before Atri. Atri and Rama are having a conversation. Sotrerashramamasadhya sambhavande mahayashaha tam chapi bhagavanatrihi putravat pratyapadyata. When this conversation happens, Atri introduces Anasuya to Rama. When he introduces, he tells a couple of things about Anasuya here. Dashavarshanyanavrishhtaya dagdhe loke nirantaram. 10 years. There was no rain all over this place. The living beings were suffering without water, without fruits, roots, without anything to eat. When they were all about to die, there was a big drought. That time, Anasuya did a great tapas. She did a great austerity through which she brought Ganga to flow over this place. After Ganga's flow Here, everyone started to live happily. Today, there are many fruits and roots. There is a whole forest, all because of Anasuya's austerity. That kind of tapas she has. This is the introduction given by Atri to Rama. He also adds about Anasuya. Oh Rama, this Anasuya is like your mother. So may Sita go and see that Anasuya. As soon as Rama hears all these things, Rama tells to Sita, oh Sita, please go see Anasuya. Just now we heard about Anasuya Amma's all um, glories and her austerity, everything. May you go and see her. She's inside. And they are all outside. They are talking outside. They're conversing outside. May you go inside and see her. As soon as Rama says this, Sita goes inside. She sees Anasuya. Anasuya, who is sitting in front of her ritual fire. She is sitting like a second fire. Sita goes and prostrates before Anasuya. Anasuya is very happy on seeing Sita. She hugs Sita, she kisses her forehead, she makes Sita sit on her lap, and she starts talking to Sita. Anasuya is a woman of great austerity, great tapasya, and she is a woman of great pativritya, both together. Here, Anasuya, as a mother, she is talking about pativritya to Sita. She is talking about Sita's dharma to Sita. So here she is talking to Sita. Tyaktva jnati janam site manam riddhim cha bhamini avaruddham vane ramam dishtya tvam anugacchasi. Actually, she is not starting about Pativritim. She wants to glorify Sita. So she is talking. But Sita changes that into Pativritim. Here she is telling, oh Sita, you left all your relatives. Hiktva jnati janam site. You left your great wealth in Ayodhya. Manam riddhim chabamini. And what you did after leaving all this? You came behind Rama. You followed Rama all the way to the forest. Rama has to live for 14 years in the forest. You did not tell, oh Rama, you go to the forest. I'll stay here. I'll take care of your house. Anyway, if someone has to take care of your house. I'll be here. You go to the forest. You come back. You did not say like that. Instead, you wanted to stay with Rama and you came behind Rama. That kind of pativritya you have. That kind of chastity you have. नगरस्थो वनस्थो वा शुभो वा यदि वा शुभः यासां स्त्रीणां प्रियो भर्ता तासां लोकाः महोदयाः. For those great women, nagarastho vanastho va, who follow their husband, no matter what misery he is suffering, no matter if he is in the forest or in the nagara or in the city, nagarastho vanastho va, if he is auspicious or inauspicious, shubho va yadiva shubhaha. For those women who, for whom their husband is everything, they attain the great lokas. Yasam strinam priyo bharta. Their husband is lovable, they attain great lokas. Tasam lokaha mahodayaha. Anasuya says all these to glorify Sita and also to talk about chastity to Sita. There's this small conversation in which Anasuya is being a mother to Sita. She is talking about the same Pativritya dharma that Sita is following to Sita. Here Sita replies to Anasuya beautifully, Amma, you talked about how I came behind Rama. I followed Rama. But you missed something else. What? Not only me, the whole of Ayodhya followed Rama when he went. यद्यप्येष भवेद् भर्ता ममार्ये वृत्तवर्जितः अद्वैतम् उपचर्तव्यः अद्वैधम् उपचर्तव्यः तथाप्येष मया भवेत् किं पुनर्यो गुणश्लाघ्यः सानुक्रोशो जितेन्द्रियः स्थिरानुरागः धर्मात्मा मातृवत् पितृवत् priyaha. It's not a great ashcharya that I followed Rama. If I was to follow someone else instead of Rama, maybe you could glorify me. But in this case, it is Rama. So, Rama kind of person is to be followed. So, Kim Punaryo Gunashlagya, he has all tall virtues. He is compassionate. He has mastered over all his senses. He has firm love towards me. Sthiranuragaha. He is Dharmatma. He is Dharma embodied. He is lovable to me as mother and father. He takes care of me as mother and father. So when Rama is like that, do you even need to ask the question? Do you even need to tell those words that Amma, you have done a great job? There is nothing that I did. It's all Rama's virtues. That's how Sita replies here, through which Anasuya is even more happy. She becomes happier. She glorifies Sita again. Oh, Sita, I wanted to glorify you. You changed that glory to Rama. But I am very, very much pleased with you. Here, Anasuya again follows Sita's path and she talks to Sita. Oh, Sita, can you tell me the most lovable story of your life? That is your marriage. This shows Anasuya's motherhood, you can tell. So, when we are talking about Anasuya, uh, when you are talking about any mother who has the nature, of mother is motherhood. Any woman who has the nature of being a mother has motherhood. It's a natural quality for a woman usually. Here, Anasuya's motherhood is shown very deeply. She is affectionate towards Sita. You are talking something about motherhood. What is that motherhood? Motherhood can be classified into three elements. One, you can tell that to be unconditional love. There is a love between two people unconditionally without any conditions. Any mother, if you go and ask her, do you love your child? She won't tell no. She'll always say yes. As a mother's nature, that is her nature to tell yes, yes, I love my child. It is not necessary for her to keep telling, my dear, I love you. My dear, I love you. I love you more than my life. But it is her nature to love her child. That unconditional love or that unconditional connection between Anasuya and Sita is visible throughout these sargas. Does Anasuya know Sita? Anywhere? Yeah, Anasuya must know Sita. Anyone must know Rama. So Rama's wife is Sita. And everyone has heard about Sita's sacrifice of leaving the whole kingdom and coming behind Rama, following Rama to the forest for 14 years, leaving just not an ordinary person going to the forest, but rather being a great princess, again a royal queen. She leaves everything and comes behind Rama. These are the qualities of Sita which any person in the forest would have heard about her. Okay, all these are fine, but what is there special in Anasuya that we could connect between Anasuya and Sita? Valmiki in Aranyakanda fully he shows Rama going to many rishis' ashramas, meeting many rishis, and the only rishika he says about is Anasuya. Just to go into deep into it, Rama is meeting about 13 years, 12 years of his forest life. He is meeting throughout many rishis. He is meeting Agastya, he is meeting Atri, he is meeting Sutikshna, he is meeting Agastya's brother, he is meeting Sharabanga, and all the other people. But when it comes to a rishi's patni being glorified, this great woman is this person's patni, and she was talking with Sita. Probably all the rishikas were talking with Sita, but why only mention Anasuya, which shows that Anasuya feels some connection with Sita to herself. Later on, also, Sita refers to Anasuya as her role model when she's talking to the Rakshasis. She's listing a whole list of chaste women. This person is following that person, this person is following her husband. Like that, I am also following my husband Rama. Why are you asking about me to follow? Why are you asking me to follow Ravana? There, Sita also refers to Anasuya. So Anasuya is a role model to Sita later on. Sita feels some motherly affection, motherly love towards Anasuya, because of which Valmiki mentions only Anasuya. So here we see Anasuya, and the word specifically mentioned here in Ayodhya Kanda when Anasuya is introduced, when Atri introduces Anasuya, Mateva, look at her like your own mother. So for Sita, she is a motherly figure. Sita is also telling, till now, whatever Pativratya dharma you told, whatever chastity dharma you told, they're all like a revision given to me. I heard these same dharmas from my mother when I was married to Rama. I heard the same dharmas always in my in law's house, especially when I started to the forest, from my mother in law's words. It is like you have revised all of that. It is like I am fresh now. Again, why Sita needs to tell these words? Because again, Sita is feeling a connection to a love towards Anasuya. I'm talking about the unconditional love between Sita and Anasuya. The next element of motherhood is sacrifice and adaptability. We'll combine both of them together. Sacrifice means this mother is ready to sacrifice anything for her child. Here, where is the mother? Where is the sacrifice? Anasuya did some big sacrifice for Sita? Not necessarily Sita. Yes, Sita is the person here. We are talking about Sita and Anasuya's connection only. Doesn't mean that sacrifice has to be done only for Sita. Anasuya has done a great sacrifice for the whole place, the whole area, for the living beings, for the whole area in which she lives. We just heard she did tapas for many years through which she brought Ganga. Tapas is not an easy job. It's not like you go one fine morning, you do tapas, and that evening itself there's a siddhi, the Ganga is flown. No, it's not like that. Tapas is a great sacrifice which Anasuya makes. Not only towards Sita, this is the sacrifice, this is the level of sacrifice Anasuya was ready to make for the whole of her area. When we talk about adaptability, she brought Ganga after that. Here also with Sita, she's talking many things. Again, a small part of her tapas is being sacrificed here. What kind of tapas? She is usually in tapas, she is doing her ritual fire, she is doing her Agnihotra in that time only. Suddenly, Sita comes. There is a time lapse. My time is getting wasted, Amma. You go. Later on, I'll talk to you when I'm free. She's not telling like that. She talks with Sita. That is where I wanted to combine sacrifice and adaptability together. So, when Anasuya is talking to Sita like this, there is also one more thing that great Tapaswini Anasuya, when she's talking to Sita, she's not talking about yogas chittavritti nirodhaha. You have to stop all your thoughts. You know, when you're performing ritual fire, you have to do all these things. This is how it is supposed to be performed. And all these things, no, she's not talking all these things to Sita. Instead, she talks about pativratya dharma to Sita. Because Sita is a great pativrata. So that shows Anasuya's adaptability towards Sita to talk about Pativratya dharmas to Sita. So this was the second point. So these all show the motherhood of Anasuya. Yes, second and third point. We were talking about three elements. So I just covered all three elements. Next, Anasuya tells to Sita, "Oh Sita, please tell me about your marriage story, about the story of your marriage." Again, this shows a kind of adaptability. What kind of adaptability? She's not only talking about Pativratya Dharma, just talking about Pativratya Dharma, Amma, we are done talking, you can go back. No. She's telling, please tell me your story. She's a good listener, I think, Anasuya. Please tell me about your story, your marriage story. I'm willing to hear that from you. Such a great tapaswini. She wants to hear Sita Kalyanam from Sita's mouth. It is to adapt to Sita's mindset, to make Sita talk with her, and to make this connection more stronger. So, next, Sita starts talking about her marriage. It is a very, very favorite story of Sita, it seems. She starts talking. As soon as Anasuya Amma asked about this, she starts talking from her birth. Anapatyena cha snehat ankamaropya cha swayam mameyam tanayetyuktva sneho mayi nipatitaha. Janaka was performing some yajna, some ritual. At that time, he was plowing the land. Suddenly, from the land, small child was there in that land. He picked that child. He was so happy on seeing that child. This child with rosy lips, with beautiful cheeks, it sees, it looks at Janaka with its long eyes, it smiles. Janaka was captivated. What kind of child is this? He was not thinking like that. He put it on his lap. He said, "This is my daughter, ममेयं तनयेत्युक्त्वा स्नेहो मयि निपातितः. At the same time, अंतरिक्षे च वागुक्ता प्रतिमा अमानुषी किल एवमेतन्नरपते धर्मेण तनया तव. Through dharma, this is your child. There was a voice heard. Through dharma, this is your child. You can take her. On listening to that voice, Janaka was really happy. Oh, wow. Mameyam, the first time he saw the child itself, he said, "This is my daughter." And then when this voice was also heard, he became very happy. He picked the child up. He went, he went back to his palace. He gave it to his wife. They both are taking care of this child. This child, that is me, that is Sita, is growing up. She she grows up and she becomes into a wonderful woman. Now it is the time for her marriage. Pati samyoga sulabham vayo drishtva tume pita chintamabhyagamadinaha vittanashadiva adhanaha. Oh, Janaka now starts to worry. This child was grown up by me. This child now has attained the age of marriage. Why is he worried? There should be that kind of husband who is equal to her by character, by gunas, by dharma. That is what we want. So Janaka is extremely worried. That kind of person, that kind of son in law I should get, that kind of husband this child should get, Sita should get. So, how worried he was? Vittanashat iva adhanaha. Like a person who lost all his riches. That kind of worry is staying in his mind. He is completely worried. At that time, he thinks, okay, this child is not a normal child. Pratima amanushi kila. She is a divine child. She was a boon given by the divine to us. That kind of child, that kind of husband should be found by us for her. So let us do one thing. We'll arrange for Swayamvara. Swayamvara where there is a challenge. What is that? There is this Varuna Dhanus, Shiva Dhanus kept. The one who strings it will become the husband of Sita. And all the arrangements are made, everything is happening. Among those things, somehow there was no person to string that bow. Tacha drishtva dhanushreshtam gauravat girisannibham abhivadya nripaha jagmuhu ashaktastasya tolane. On listening to this challenge, listening to that, to the news that there is a Swayamvara, many kings, many princes, everyone has come. There was this one king day, he came, he tried lifting the bow, he tried all the maximum he could. He first, when he came, he was very, he had a great pride of his strength. Yes, I'm mighty. I can lift this bow and I will string it. But he tried lifting, he tried from the side, from the middle, not nothing, it is not even shaking. Like that. At last, he looked at Janaka. Maharaj, this bow you should not keep for stringing and all. And this is not possible. He went away. Another prince came. He tried to lift that bow. He lifted the bow. Poor prince, he couldn't string the bow. The bow fell on him. He also fell. The people, the gods, brought a stretcher. They put the prince on that and they went away. He was hospitalized after that. And then another king came. He looked at the bow. He told my father, I came, but I came because I am a great Shiva Bhakta. See, I didn't come to string the bow and all. I came to prostrate. I came to do namaskara before this bow. I came to prostrate before this bow. He said this. He did namaskara. He went away. Like this, many princes and kings came. At least these princes and kings came. There was one king who didn't even come. He came to Mithila. He came till Mithila. There was some house in Mithila's corner, Mithila's um, boundaries. He came there. When he came, there was this party's house, granny's house. This granny was asking him, "Who are you, pa? Where are you from?" He was also telling, I have come from the I have come from this neighboring kingdom, neighbor kingdom. Why have you come? No, no. There are many people who are talking about this bow, no? You know about something about this bow? Yeah, yeah. Many people are talking. I know that much about this bow. No, Granny. What kind of bow is that? Who gave this bow to Janaka? Can I lift it or not? What kind of bow is it? That bow, many people came, they tried to lift. No one but accomplished in lifting that bow. No one accomplished. This king is seen. That granny further continued. That kingdom king came, that kingdom prince came. No one could lift. No one could even lift it. Granny, see, I won't be able to try this and all. I came to try only. Please don't tell anyone. I will go tomorrow itself, early morning. I am not used to night travel, so I'll come in the early morning tomorrow. I'll go back. You please don't tell anyone. He said, and he went away. We learned this from that granny, though. Like this, Sita is telling, at last, after all these jokes and everything, this bow was supposed to be stringed. No one came, no one even dared to touch the bow. Oh, even those people who came, they came and prostrated and they went away. And like in that kind of time, this person, Rama, with his brother Lakshmana, with Vishwamitra, came to Mithila. Rama, in that, he came directly. He saw this bow. He lifted the bow. He stringed the bow. He strung the bow. As soon as Janaka, my father, saw this, he was extremely happy. He was wishing for someone to string the bow. And Rama has done it. He was extremely happy. And he brought all panchapatras, malas, everything. He was ready for marriage. He brought me also together with him. Everything was ready at that time only. Marriage was supposed to be done. But Rama did not permit. Rama said, Avijnaya pituschandam ayodhyadipate prabho. Um, I cannot marry without the consent of my father. Please invite my father, then we'll fix this marriage. Rama said this. Then Janaka was extremely happy to hear this. Wow. Rama wishes to know what his father wants to tell about this marriage. He's extremely happy. He invites Dasharata also. All my in-laws also came from Ayodhya. Dasharata, Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra. Everyone came. and Ayodhya people, Ayodhya ministers, and then Vasishtha, Rajagurus. Everyone came from Ayodhya. My father was also very happy. He arranged for everyone's stay, everything was arranged. Raja Dasharata is coming, he also welcomed him. And all these together, my Kalyana, my Vivaha happened with Rama after all these things. When, where my father, my mother, my kingdom's Raja Purohitas, my Mithila people, everyone were present. From Ayodhya, my in laws, Dasharatha, my mother in laws, everyone were present. In the presence of all these people, the marriage of myself and my husband happened. Like this, Sita says, it is a sweet, short story of her marriage. Listening to all these things, Anasuya was extremely happy. She is asking Sita, "Oh Sita, you told about the story to me. What can I do for you?" Sita says, "Amma, you gave the biggest boon already to me. You gave the biggest piece of advice about Pativratya Dharma. That is enough." Sita says. Then the Anasuya becomes more pleased with that. And then she says to Sita, "Oh Sita, this shows your greatness. Through my austerity, I have brought many jewels, ornaments for you. I'll give all of them for you. You get decorated with all of them. I'll decorate you now with all of them. And then you can go to Rama." She says this. Again, Anasuya, this shows the listening ability of Anasuya, not just asking Sita, "Oh Sita, please tell me a story." Anyone can ask to have a relationship between the other person. For a conversation, anyone can start, "What happened in your life?" And then they will end up telling about their life instead of hearing to the other person. But here, Anasuya not only asks, "Please tell me about the marriage," she also listens to the whole story, not only her marriage. She started from her birth. She listens to the whole story. And then she becomes even more pleased on listening to the whole story. And then she decorates Sita with all the jewels and ornaments she attained through her austerity. She adorns Sita with all these things. Sita prostrates before Anasuya. Anasuya tells Sita, "Oh Sita, please look. It is already evening. 4:55. 5:55 there. 6 o'clock it is going to be 6 o'clock. Everyone has to go for Sandhya. I also have my ritual fire, my Agni Karyas, my works to be done. Here only she says. Till then, she has been conversing with Sita. I also have to go. May you also go to your husband. So she is also telling few other things. Look, this night is going to start. I can already see the moon rising. The smoke is getting emanated from the ritual fire around this ashrama. Around this ashrama, there are many other rishis' ashrama. From all that smoke is getting emanated from their ritual fires. Look at that. And all the birds are going back to their nests to take rest for the night so that they can continue again the next day. And with all these things happening around, may we also take rest. We also have to do Sandhya. So let us all take rest. Anasuya says, and she sends Sita to Rama. This Sita comes outside. She talks to Rama. Rama is extremely pleased on seeing Sita. "Oh, Sita, it is a great bhagyam for us." Why bhagyam? Great tapaswini Anasuya Amma has given you all these things. This is all prasada for us. Rama also sees Anasuya as his mother. So he feels this is all prasada of Anasuya Amma. And they also take rest. Anasuya also takes rest. She is also pleased on seeing Rama getting pleased on seeing Sita. She is also pleased. Atri is also pleased. Lakshmana is also pleased. Everyone is pleased and everyone is taking rest for the evening session. We'll also take rest for a few minutes and then come back. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Jai Jai Rama Rama.